My question is because as an African, I'm really worried about the African Union and African integration. So as chairman of the African Union, considering that some months ago, the Peace and Security Council voted to send some armed men into Burundi to prevent escalation into a civil war. But heads of states came in and annulled it. Don't you think that there is too much power vested on heads of state, and there is a need for some organs like the Peace and Security Council to be empowered? In that way, they can be more neutral compared to the heads of states that we have in Africa. If you don't think so, I would like to know why. If you think so, I would like to know if you plan to do something as chairman of the African Union. If yes, how? Thank you.
I think there is always going to be too much to handle, to deal with, things that conflict. But we have to choose carefully how we proceed, because some of these things are going to be there anyway, naturally. Even if you said the Peace and Security Council does this, Peace and Security Council is drawn from among Africans, from African countries. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you will find that anyway, even those you use from our continent have links with their countries, and therefore they'll even be influenced by the policies of their countries or their leaders, and so on and so forth. So it's not like you have Peace and Security Council like a machine that has no connection with this influence we are talking about. But the most important thing is these institutions provide forums where people exchange views, and we have guidelines, we have things that operate to the extent that there is an outcome that is intended to address whatever problem that is there, even if it may not happen the way we would want it, or at least all of us would want it, or to address the problem. For example, when that problem we talked about of Burundi came up, of course everybody knew there was a problem to be dealt with. Except maybe Burundi, which was saying it has no problem. But therefore, different opinions for different reasons will come up as to how people think these challenges should be addressed. Some may act for sending their troops, others would say, no, let's wait, let's allow the region to massage the problem and find a way of addressing it with the minimum cost, sometimes in terms of minimum cost may involve trying to, in a sense, I don't know whether you should use that, appease the powers that be that are actually behind some of the problems. It's like, again, the sovereignty issues come in, then, and when one head of state is talking about sovereignty of another country, he's thinking about his own sovereignty, about himself, and so these are things that come into play that you just can't cut through so easily like you would do, or like everyone would wish. So there are all these considerations.
And I hope you join me for thanking Mr. President for a very candid